Well, hello guys and gals, and welcome back to another edition of Construction Simulator 2015. It's me, your old buddy, Mr. Moose. Hey, so we continue on with our apartment high-rise contract. As you remember, we are putting in this big, huge behemoth, and we are now up to our 6th level, which is pouring more concrete. This time we're going to be putting them into some forms. I've gone ahead and taken the liberty of grabbing the concrete mixer and refilling it and getting it all into place, so you guys don't have to watch me drive to the concrete plant and come on back. So we are ready to go, so we're going to run over here and jump on up into our flat top crane and get started. So a little bit of frustration when I got back into the game again today. All my controls had messed up again. I had to reassign them. It's weird. It's just my steering wheel and my my right joystick that seem to mess up now. So I don't know what it is. I've got to figure out why that's happening. I don't think it's the game itself. I think it's my my system configuration. And something in my system is messing up. So all right, so we're going to connect up to our little pouring bucket. Let's raise up a little bit off the ground, get it out of there, and go ahead and get it up in the air here, and we'll get over here and get ready to pour. Yeah, I'm thinking this big, huge crane was too much for this job. I'm starting to wish I had to use the tower crane versus the flat top crane. The tower crane has much better visuals. It doesn't have all the bars and things in the way like this one does. But it looks like I'll be alright here. Alright. Because again, I'd like to pour a lot of this from up here to get that full immersion in. Again, in reality, this isn't really how you would do this in real life. This particular hopper would go up and pour into like a distribution system, and then it would be distributed into the forms manually with a pump or something like that. You wouldn't actually be trying to pour straight into the form from a hopper like this. But I mean, that's from what I know. I could be completely wrong, right? So anyways, we can tower down here and make sure that we're getting concrete actually into the form. And we'll just travel along. This would be really hard from up high, but we can mess with it a little bit. And see how well we can do. Who knows, we might be alright. We'll just keep going straight forward as long as we can here on this line. Get as much concrete into these forms as we can. I mean, if you were doing like, if you were doing pillars, maybe pillar boxes or whatever, forms, maybe so, but I don't think you would pour straight into wall forms like this. Not with this. I think they would use more like a small pump type truck. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. There's so little touch on the trolley that you don't just like nudge the trolley forward. The trolley has like, I'm coming, you know. Come on, get back over there. Things tend to get moving when you're using this big operation. The tower crane is much more nimble than this thing is. I could be wrong on the whole concrete thing, though. I'm sure somebody will tell me. Have I ever done high-rise construction work? No. But I know swinging things on job sites aren't really a good thing. Unless you had like a hose on this. Now, if there was a big hose off the bottom of it, again, so that the concrete could be directed into the form by a man on the ground, then that would be a different thing. Alright, can't really see that well out of the crane. It's just so far away. Yeah, the controls on this are not real friendly for doing what we're doing. Not a whole lot of finesse in this crane. Just kind of keeping it nice and slow. I guess what I'll do is just go ahead and work my way out here. And just take it nice and easy to be more accurate. Get it done. Alright, cool. Alright, let's back up a little bit because I know there's more to this that we missed. There's some inside walls that we had to hit. Come over a little bit. Alright. Nice. Alright, come to the left a little bit. Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, rotating left and right, really, I've got no finesse on that. One of the issues too is when you set the game up, you sort of have to get rid of all the dead zone in order to make vehicles drive properly with the G27. But in doing so, you remove the dead zone from all your other controllers as well, and I think that gives you lose a little bit of finesse when you do that because you can't eliminate that dead zone. Or you can't add a little dead zone in so that you can get a little more finesse with your controller. I usually like to, put a little pressure on the stick before I, go ahead and activate the switch a little bit, before I find where it actually triggers, and then that way I can put a little more finesse into it. And without any dead zone, it's pretty much there automatically, or right off the bat it's sort of there, and it's sort of hard to finesse. It could be my controllers too. I mean, I am using fairly economical controllers, that aren't really the best controllers in the world. You know, I know that. I'm not going to pretend they're the greatest controllers money can buy for 29 bucks, but they're pretty darn good for 29 bucks. I'll say that much. $19-20 somewhere in that area. I forget what I paid for them. I think I paid 29 each. I might have paid 19 each. But I think the last thing I saw, and they were like 20 bucks. I mean, 29 bucks, something like that. All right. Fill in this little gap right here. Oops, I sort of missed a little bit there. All right, let's take an overhead look at what we've got so far. Nice. All right, so we come over here. Let's go all the way out. We'll work on this back section back here first, and then kind of do this little square here and fill in everything around it. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well and having a good day, having a good week. Content wise for the channel this week, we're gonna do construction sim a couple of days this week to finish up this project. I'm also gonna do a bit of ETS this week, seeing as it is the final week of Euro Truck. We'll take it out in style. Might start doing a run a day this week. Continue pouring. Yes, I'd like to continue to pour. Would I like more accuracy? Yes, I'd like more accuracy too, please. Thank you. But yeah, we'll do a couple of runs this week in Euro Truck. Well, quite a few runs this week in Euro Truck to kind of just say goodbye to it. And like I said, we may come back and do some Euro Truck down the line, but for the most part, Euro Truck is on its way out of the rotation. As we will say hello next week, this time next week, to the ATS series and get started trucking there. So we'll do a little bit more with that. We're also going to do some more scrap mechanic this week, simply because it's new to me and, well, pretty much new period. And I have wasted several hours in that game already, humoring myself, making things. It's got, you know, again, it's early alpha on that game. It's got some issues right now that we'll go over in the next episode about frame loss and memory leak and all that good stuff, and a few bugs, but still, it's a lot of fun. I'm all over the place with this thing. It's so hard to keep this thing accurate. Come on. I mean, it's basically I go forward and have to come right, but the controls are so finicky. It's getting it to do anything accurate is a challenge. You got the sway and all that. Let's see if I can back up a little bit here. Fill in that little divot. But yeah. This is kind of going to be my focus this week, or those couple of games. We'll put in a Project Cars this week to continue that series. This is so finicky. It's can be so time consuming doing this because of the amount of inaccuracy in it. Man. Wonder if I... Oh. I was going to try it with a keyboard and see if tap, 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 tap would work a little bit better, and it seems that's even worse. Yeah, that's no better. Yeah, I tried mouse and keyboard just to see if I could make it a little bit smoother. The real issue is the trolley more than anything. And being able to get it just to gradually move. A little bit better. Just can't seem to keep it centered. That's the challenge here. There we go. It's just little tap, 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 let it swing. Tap, 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 make a small correction. And then, there we go. Fill in that little divot there. And that little divot there just does not want to get covered. Every time I come over it, it swings out just a little bit. Alright. Alright, we'll go to center here, work our way up it. Yeah, I'm definitely much better booming out and making small corrections left and right with this than I am trying to go left to right or right to left and making the small corrections with the trolley. If I can just gradually trolley out and then make my left and right corrections, little small corrections, it seems a lot easier than pouring across the structure. Oh, and then you get it swinging like that, and you just got to stop for a second. Yeah, I'm going to try to get it right on top of the form. See how that goes. There we go. It really isn't that any much difference. I was hoping that maybe being closer to the form, the guides on the form, or on the you know, like the legs on the bucket, might tap the top of the form and sort of reduce the swing. But then it hangs up like that. Alright, that'll be right over that. And then we can go forward. Tap to the left. This is definitely easier with the pump truck. We'll see that. Yeah, too bad you can't take the crane and lift the pump truck up here and then use it. How awesome would that be? Yeah. We'll just lift the pump truck up onto the 6th floor and we'll go from there. I gotta look into that. I gotta see like what is how is it actually done in the real world, you know, as far as high rise. Is there like a mini pump truck that they lift into high rises? Seems like I saw an episode of like Modern Marvels or something like that. God, I completely am forgetting what controls I have for what. It seems like I saw an episode of like Modern Marvels or something like that, where they had pumps all the way up the top of the building. So they actually used pump trucks. Could be wrong there. Yeah, I watch all those shows. Modern Marvels, Extreme Machines. I'm a guy. I like the big boy toys. I will not lie. I like big trucks and I will not lie. I like big trucks and I will not lie. When other brothers didn't. No, I'm just kidding. Though that there's a thing there in there. There is a whole parody right there, I bet you. I bet we could write one about big trucks. There might be one actually. Who knows, somebody might have come up with one. Oh, come on, swing, stop. God, there is just no controlling this. Not anything small. And again, the other crane, and I almost wish I had used, like, I wish I could, it was cheap and affordable to swap them in and out. I would swap them out right now. And I would get the smaller crane and bring it in and pour this with it to show you the difference in the two of them. It's so night and day different because the other one does not tow or does not tug nearly as bad as this one does. I do not remember having this much swing using the tower crane to pour forms when I did a job with it. This is so sloppy and just a pain. I was thinking I could get like an episode of this and do two jobs, and I'm thinking now this is going to take so freaking long that it's just going to be me doing this sloppy pour of forms because it's just going to take forever to get 100% on this. What's up with my worker? I thought I told him to go do some work hours ago. There we go. He was doing just a stupid job for me while I messed with controls earlier. Alright, let's put him to work making some money. What can he do to make us a little money? And I don't need him doing a large apartment building. I feel a little bit bad if I send out my worker to do these huge money-making jobs. But then again, he's making money and he should be, so send him to do this job. Accept the contract. And get him compacting. There we go. Yeah, I mean, it feels a little bit like cheating to send your worker out to do a $500,000 job while you do a job, but then again, you know, he's working just like you are, but he does it so fast. I guess that's the reason why I feel a little guilty doing it, because they work so much faster than you do. Ugh, this is agonizing. This crane is like a crawler gear when you're trying to do, you know, minor movements like this. Come on, little crane. Painful, painful. I just had no touch with my joysticks. Oh, if I had to do this keyboard and mouse, it'd drive me nuts. Alright, so we're out of concrete. God, look how much more we still have to do. Painful. Whoops. Oh well, I was gonna pour some more and my foreman decided I was done. I guess he got tired of watching that happen. Alright, well, that's that. Next thing is doing some excavation work. Or excavation work. So I think we're actually done with this bucket. So I'm just gonna set it right here on the ground. And we'll have to load it up later on to haul it off. But yeah. There we go, that is there. Disconnected that. Alright, so let's look at our next task. We are now up to our next task, and that is excavate an area, deliver some dirt to the gravel yard, to the gravel plant. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go ahead and we'll get the excavator loaded up and brought over, and we'll get everything over here. And depending on how much time we got left, we might do a little bit of it. It's not going to be a whole lot of excavating that has to be done, so. Alright, and then what we'll do is, there is no more concrete work, I'm pretty sure. Because at this point it's just put in some elements. Yeah, close. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into the concrete mixer. And we're going to return that to the home base. And then while we're here, we can jump out of it. We find our low boy and load up the excavator. Now, let's tell you, you don't have to do all this stuff if you don't want to. You could get in the excavator, go up to the little flag there, and just jump it straight to the to the construction site. If you don't like all this transportation, which I'll be honest with you, it gets old. This is definitely a lot of this stuff. If you're doing multiplayer, it's a lot more fun. If if you're on single player and you're not doing videos like me, and you don't want to hit every little aspect of it, if you want to jump your excavator straight over to the job site and pretend that you had let's pretend that you had somebody move it over there. You know what? And just for the video, let's do that. Just so I can show you guys that. Here's what we'll do. We'll not connect this trailer up. Let's do this. We're going to, for now, we'll do this. Let's grab this guy here with the truck and haul it on over. We will do one drive over. We'll take this over here because we've got to haul some dirt out. Though this is probably overkill, but I haven't used this trailer, so I thought I would grab it. Alright, so we're going to connect this trailer up. And I'm going to have to raise up the stabilizers, and then we'll haul this over to the job site. And then just so you guys can see what it is to transfer something over to a construction site, we'll do that. Just for the interest of, showcasing that a little bit. Again, I like to try to be fully immersive in this stuff. But at the same time, I do these videos to be somewhat informative. And so if you're watching this and you're thinking, man, I really don't want to do all that driving. All I want to do is play with the equipment. There are ways that you can do that, so we'll showcase that. Just like I don't always stick to the traffic when I'm doing these videos and such. Because I want to just, in the interest of time, if I sat at all the traffic lights and everything, these videos would be really, really, really long and insane. But I mean, I know some people like that. They like it when you're fully immersed. So we'll mix it up a little bit. We'll, sometimes we'll be fully immersive, and other times we'll mix it up a little bit. Live streams are more likely to be fully immersive and not do anything like this as versus the recorded videos, because in the recorded videos, time is an essence, and you guys tend to hate long videos. In this world of 5-minute snippets, the hour-long video is unheard of. We'll sit and we'll watch an hour-long horrible sitcom or whatever on TV. Yeah, but come on, man, not for my YouTube stuff, huh? All right. So we got our truck over here. Don't know where we're excavating at. Apparently our worker is done with his section, so let's go ahead and give him another task to do. Bum, 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 bum. And let's see where we're at here. Take a look. I do not see where we're digging out at. We're digging some sewer pipe out. Oh, there it is. It looks like it's right over there in the front. Trying to figure out where to put this thing. It did say haul to the plant, right? Let's double check that. Because some of these jobs will tell you, yeah, deliver earth to the gravel plant. So we're taking the dirt out of here and taking it to the gravel plant. So let's go ahead and see if we can position this guy in a way so that as the excavator pulls the dirt out, we can then load it into this thing. Let's get straightened up a little bit here. Come on. Alright, that might be good right there. May have to move all this. Hopefully I can get in there and get this out and into there. There we go. Leave it right there. Alright, so how you get stuff to the site without having to truck it over. If we jump into the large excavator and we've got it going, all I got to do is go to this flag, come down here to construction site 1, click on that. Now it does cost me $1,200 to deliver it to the site, but if you don't want to go through all the driving and stuff, you can do that. Now again, normally I would say drive it over there and do everything, but for demonstration purposes we did it that way. I like to be in cab for this, make it more real. Alright, so let's roll on in here. Let off on my right stick a little bit. Alright, let's see if we can get in here a little bit more. Wheel in here, not hit our trailer. Alright, so we've got to excavate this area out so we can put some sewer pipe in. The question is, can I get in a nice area right here? And let's get into the cab too. Alright, so let's pull all the way out. See if we can reach all the way out there. Oh yeah, we're right where we need to be. So the question is now, can we hit that trailer? Yo! It's gonna be a lot of awkward movements, so to try to get around the corner of that house like that. There we go. I guess we're excavating. Forget about, you know, everything I said about coming over here and doing just a little bit of it. Apparently I'm gonna get started. Okay, bring our arm out and we'll just start working on clearing this for our sewer pipe. We'll do a little bit of this and then we'll come back and we'll finish up in the next episode. How about that? But then again, that goes against what I say about once I start something, I like to finish it. A little bit different though with this game. Alright. Alright, let's continue to do this. Curl our bucket down a little bit. Get our ground excavated. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I wanted to do. Ah. Dirty word. So much for a nice, clean job site. Yeah, so we'll do a little bit of the excavating this episode. And just sitting here thinking about what I'll do for the next one is, I've already brought the materials over. I've already brought the sewer pipes over that we'll use in the next, after we do this. Oh, I almost messed that up. That's a long throw to be over there. I really ought to bring that truck closer over. Let's reposition that truck a little bit. So jump in the low boy. See if we can straighten it up and get it in here a little bit better. If we could get that, there we go. Now let's just go straight back with it. Oh, that rock's right there. That's where it needs to be. Even back a little bit more would be really cool too. Here we go. That little hump of dirt. I hate that I did that. Alright, back into the excavator we go, and we continue to work. Alright. I only got 87% of the bucket full that time. That was a poor scoop on my part. Alright, so... Oops. See, that's the thing. I don't want to hit that house or apartment when I'm doing this. Alright, so get positioned over here. Continue to work and grab nice big buckets of dirt each time. Alright. Oops. Make sure I'm not hitting the trailer there, Moosey. Oh yeah. Getting it going, getting it going. Alright. Yeah, it was 100%. Sweet, good, big, full buckets. That's what we want. Get our dirt into our trailer. All right. Such a ballet doing this, you know? Right stick, using both sticks at the same time, and you know, just making sure that you got everything right. Rolling out. It gets a little more touchy in the game than it is in real life because again, you're talking about switches and not hydraulics. Alright, what just happened here? Reset. Something locked up, I don't know why. There we go. Yeah, anytime you're dealing with switches instead of actual hydraulics that you would deal with in real life, it's definitely different. I have a lot more touch with things in real life that I would use than I do in this game. Again, I don't operate big machinery like this in real life. I do have a backhoe. I don't have a big, huge backhoe like this, by no means. But I do have a backhoe. Yes, I want to continue digging. You know, I have a backhoe that attaches to one of my tractors on the rear PTO shaft. So I do that, and then front end loader work and things of that nature. So, you know, I've run a lot of machinery in my life, whether it's bobcats or, you know, some sort of skid steer. So I have experience in it. It's not just talking out my butt. And so yeah, you have, you know, a lot of touch with it based on how much, you know, how much you open the valve that you're using. Alright, so we're digging out to put sewer pipe in. Oops. Just added to my little pile there. Oh, what's going on here? It keeps locking up. There we go. So we definitely have enough dirt now for our haul to the gravel pit. But I'm thinking we'll do that in the next episode. I think what we'll do is we'll get to a stopping point here, and what I'll do is in the next episode we'll actually run that up there, because there's one thing about dirt. Well, the loading dirt issue. It's not necessarily offloading of dirt, but we'll run up there and I'll run around the gravel pit a little bit and showcase it a little bit in the next episode. We'll actually run a load of dirt up there, because there's a couple of things I want to point out about the dirt pit that or at the gravel pit that I don't think a lot of people know, because I've seen some misleading videos. There's a video in here, or there's there's one job, and there's a couple of jobs where you have to have dirt on site, right? But there's early on there's a job that tells you to go get dirt from the gravel pit, and when I first did the job I couldn't figure out where to get the dirt from, and I watched some videos of other people doing that particular job, and they all went up there and they all took the small excavator up there and they used it to get dirt out of a dirt pile and put it into the oh, come on. They used a small excavator to get the dirt out of one of the dirt piles and load that onto a, you know, container and then take that to the job site and do it. And you actually don't have to do that. And because there's an automated fill section there. And like I said, most of the videos I've seen are doing it wrong. So I thought, well, you know, I need to do a video on that. And show how it's actually can be done. Look at this. I keep getting in a bind here. I don't know why this is happening. There we go. Never had this much of an issue with things getting in a bind like that. Man, if this was really my truck, I'd beat the rear end out of it hard, wouldn't I? Again, I'm in a bind. It's like I'm curling that bucket too hard in, and there's nothing I can do other than frustrating. I never had it go into a bind this much like it is. All right. Make sure I can get around that house. I keep calling it a house, the apartment. Alright, so let's get everything cleared out at this particular... Yes, I want to keep digging there, bud. You in a hurry or something? Can't you tell I'm trying to do some, you know, YouTube videos on excavating? Come on, dude. Cut me some slack. Anytime now he's gonna go, oh, get out of there and be done with this. Alright, so my construction worker just finished his stage. Nice. That one stage pays my monthly expenses right there. So that's what's cool about your worker, you know? That one stage is going to cover all my expenses for the month. Alright, we're just about to the point where I've got that section fully dug out. Yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. Alright, so that's about half of it. So what we'll do is we'll call this a stopping point. And we'll come back, and in the next episode we'll finish digging that out. We'll haul our dirt off to the gravel pit, and then these pipes that are over here on that trailer, those will be going in the hole. And that's what we'll do in the next episode. We'll finish up with this and get it done. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching today, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this. I don't want to make these videos too extremely long, and if I continue on, this will end up being a 2-hour video, and I know how y'all dislike those. So but anyways, so thanks for joining me for this episode of Construction Simulator. We'll continue on, and you know, we're really about maybe 1-2 episodes away from wrapping this up. If we look, basically we've got to finish this up, put the pipe in the ground, which I already have the pipe, and then it's just a matter of going and getting some wall primer and some turf and some things like that. And actually I might take the I might stage all that stuff as well. Go to the materials handler and load those up on the big flatbed and get all that done, so we don't have to actually drive it. I don't know, I might do that and do some creative editing or something, and we'll get it done. So, but that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. As always, guys, if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And of course, again, I've said this many a times, if you want to support the channel, you don't always have to give money or anything to YouTubers. What you can do is just share the video and make sure you like it. Let your friends know that this is something you enjoy. It helps me out because it gives me more exposure. So again, if you like the channel and you want to see it grow, help me out by sharing your videos. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. I do a new video each and every day, and love to have you as part of the group. So again, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully I see y'all in some live streams this week. Until our next meeting, y'all stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.